Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm actually remaking this video. I have told you guys a couple of times that I'm recording this and uploading it, which I did, but some things were going on. I was actually interrupted a couple of times with my friends FaceTiming me, and I thought it still went through. Like the recordings that I did record prior to the interruption was still there, which it was. I just continued on afterwards, but there was an issue with connecting the two videos. So when I went to upload the video, there were some issues, and so I was just tired of like updating you guys. Like it just got to the point where I was embarrassed. So I'm just like, I'm gonna record the video, I'm gonna upload it, I'm gonna see that it's there and ready to be stared at. And that's what I'm doing. I'm uploading this video. So today I am recording a spiritual planner. I have my calendars in here. I keep track of my time, the days I go out in service, sick days sometimes, who I'm going out in service with. I track my, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to I keep getting ready to say spiritual, but I'm trying to say personal. I track my personal studies in here. I try to track everything to keep me on track, because I can fall off very easy and I can get discouraged so easy. So I like to write down everything, and I have been falling off these past couple of months, so I'm not even gonna lie. I would have been updated you guys, but then it would have been an update of nothing. So I just like to keep it real with you guys, because I think me doing that will show you guys that it happens, and it'll help me, it'll encourage me to encourage you. Also, it'll help me show you what I do to get back on track and things like that. So here we go. In this planner, it's a pocket-sized planner. So is the size smaller? Let's see. It is the size smaller than a personal. And it is a like 2 size smaller than an A5. So you have your A5, then you have your personal, and then you have your pocket size planner. So A5, personal size planner, and then your A5. I'm a personal size person. This is just what I am comfortable with. But right now I am using a pocket for a spiritual planner. Right now I don't think it's necessary for me to go any bigger. But the awesome thing about these planners is that they're ring bound and they're adjustable, and they're you can just move to planner just because of these rings. So, like I said, I'm in a pocket size planner. This planner was from AliExpress. I'll see if I can find the shop owner. This was about $10-12, very cheap. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say real leather, but whatever it is, it's good stuff. I'm not a fan of the pockets. I don't understand the extra slits in here. I'd be okay with just this one single pocket. So it makes my life easier just sliding it into one pocket instead of accidentally slipping it into this cut. So I do like that. This does tend to fill up at the end of the day, sometimes the end of the week. And Sundays are my, sorry guys, Sundays are my clean out my planner, plan for the rest of the week. And then I just put my papers where they need to go. So my first divider, which I'm actually working on new sets of dividers for this planner. My first divider is just my main bulk of information. I tend to go to this area every so often. It kind of has the main information in here. Let's see what I mean by that. These are just some main reminders that I threw here in the beginning. I didn't have this before, but this is just some reminders telling myself what I need to do. Nothing really meaningful from someone else. But here I have some spiritual, I guess you can say, schedule for myself, reminder. So meeting day / meeting night. So I'm telling myself, follow the day before or the night before routine. So I have written out a night before, day before routine, so the day before I am not scrambling to make it to the meeting. Then I have my personal study. I'm just pulling out little things like this to get myself together. I need to mark my habits, make sure I'm doing it, and then mark it so I see that I've done it. Follow my weekly service schedule so that I'm not missing that some particular day that I was supposed to go out and service, and I happen to miss it because I didn't look at the schedule. So that's what this is. I have my weekly service schedule in the front. I have it somewhere else, but this is just a quick glance. So like the X, this is kind of what I do, just really quickly going through this, putting my planner together. So I cross out Monday, Tuesday, because that's not what I plan to go out in service. So these are the days, or I lined it out. So this X here on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are my potential service days. That's what I would like to have myself going out in service. So if someone asks, what are your service days? I can kind of glance in here and say, well, you know, I would like to go, my goal is to do Wednesdays, Friday, and Saturday, and you know, and take it from there. And if they say, well, how would you like to go Friday? And then I can say absolutely, and then back here I do have a calendar and I can fit their name in there. And if someone else says that, I can go back in there and say, oh, you know what, I already made a plan for da-da-da. So that's where this starts to get, the organization starts to kick in, and I don't mess up, or I try not to mess up. This is where the night before service little routine is. This kind of helps me keep it together. I have the, you know, take a shower, place study material in book bag, pull out service clothes, shoes, medication that I might need, vitamins, and I like to really prepare for my presentation, what it is that I'm going to say, what I would like to return back with, and just different things that might be beneficial for that presentation. So that's the kind of thing that I like to have. Day before meeting prep, so I just like to make sure I'm clean, ready to go. Don't necessarily have to take a shower the day of the meeting. That can slow the process down and potentially cause a person to be late. So this is all the things I'm trying to do to minimize that kind of thing. If you guys can hear my dog, I apologize. I kick him out because he tends to want to get out. He doesn't like the door closed. So when he wants to get out, I let him out. But then, of course, he wants to get back in. This is a weekly spiritual must do. Just like a to heighten my spirituality and make sure I'm on top of things, constantly pray. I give myself a little reminder, scripture reminder. This is just like a little personal thing to make sure I'm on top of things. So I just like to give myself that reminder. Trying to make sure you guys can see. Here's my ideal schedule for myself to stay on top of it. This is a little old, so I do have to update that. The same with over here. Then I have my study topics. These are just a bunch of topics I managed to get to pull from different books and websites from JW, and it took time, but I found a lot of them. So that way, when it's time to pull a new topic for my personal study, I can just come here once I've studied it, cross it out, and go to the next one. But these are awesome topics to learn, touch up on, and keep yourself busy spiritually. And I pull from here, and then I get my study on. I also have some holidays. These can be a little tricky, especially around the holidays. You want to make sure you're tightening up on your knowledge when it comes to this. You can never learn enough when it comes to this, especially the later we get in the system of things. Satan tries to get us in every way, things that we would have never thought. You know, we might think like, oh no, I got this on the top of Christmas. That no one can get me when it comes to Christmas. I got this, and all of a sudden we get asked something we've never been asked before, and it's like, ooh, where did that come from? Well, Satan makes sure that we're always confused. So I just absolutely love alternating these topics and studying. I love research. I really do. Vocabulary words that I picked up along the way when we study watchtowers, and I'm like, interesting word, or oh, I know this word, but wow, I never thought about it this way. I just like looking at words I even know, words I don't know, words I never heard of, and it just keeps my brain working. So I have vocab words that I picked up along the way when studying watchtowers and things like that. Common questions asked by the world, very common. But sometimes when you're not, like, when you're asked something and you're not prepared, you're living your everyday life, and they ask you a question, you know, it's just kind of like catching you off guard. You're not ready for it, but you know it. So I'm thinking, let's put these questions here with a go-to scripture, because having our Bible with us at all times, supposed to have it. I'm assuming my phone will be my go-to. I will have my Bible, my scripture, and do as I would if I was at that person's house. Approach them kindly with that and show appreciation for that question, and ask if I can share a scripture with them. So with that being said, that's what this page is for. I don't ever want to be caught off guard, and this is my chance to minister to them and share something to them that might reach their heart. And I can, you know, most of the time I'm like, yeah, well, you know, yeah, it's complicated. It's you know, like, I've caught myself in so many awkward moments, and I just don't want that. It's not fair to Jehovah. It's not fair to, you know, what it's not fair for what Jesus came to do, which is minister. He's done all of that, and that's what we need to do. So I have more things to study, like war, people, that stuff that comes up, flag, Christian weddings you wouldn't think about, prophecy, and Jesus himself. So I would just like to have different topics to read on. Yeah, so this is another one where you're with your friend, or even if you saw someone just sitting randomly by themselves looking sad. If you see someone sitting sad and you want to share a happy scripture. You just find happiness, and you got 3 options to share, or all of them. Maybe you have a friend that's going through some type of anxiety. You can share one of the, I'm not done with this, I just started this, but I just thought this was an awesome insert to use. Or depression. My goal is to put 3 in each box, because that's all you can really fit. But yeah, this is supposed to be a very nice, encouraging insert, and put different emotions on the title. And if someone is lacking hope, you like to go down here and offer some hope for the future. I just think this is so awesome. Especially with me, I have the worst memory, and it being placed in this type of grid outline is, for me, I can just envision the location of how it's laid out. So when I'm by myself and I see someone, I can actually just envision this and remember. So I don't know, I think it encourages me more to share a scripture just by having this. So that's what that is. I have these little plastic sheets that I'm going to probably put stickers in. I don't know. I haven't really used much stickers in this planner, but I probably will soon. This is a 2018 year at a glance, but I'm keeping it in here with this little flag to remind me to get a 2019. This is, by the way, all these inserts are by Peanuts Planner Co. This particular one is by The Planner Spot. I have not filled this out. This is a goals, it's like a goals like prompt. It's supposed to kind of help you pull your goals out into paper, and you know, you start it off putting it on here, and then writing it down monthly and breaking it down weekly and then daily. But I haven't filled it out because I don't like how I organized it this way. I want it to be monthly, weekly, daily, and then something. So I have to figure that out. This next section is, this one is from last year, and this one is from this year. And I just filled this out, and now I have to fill it out. But what I'm doing with this is using this for my ministry time, and I'm highlighting the days I went out to service. And I'm hoping I can do a lot better this time. Like I said, I haven't filled this one out yet, but I think I like that concept of just highlighting the days I went out. But if I wanted detail on how many hours I went, obviously I can see, okay, August 4th, and go to the actual month to see how many hours I put in that day. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So that's what that is. This is a habit tracker. I'm gonna rewrite it because this is so messy and raggedy. But I am using this as a spiritual habit tracker. So I'm trying to get better at my daily text, Bible reading, personal study, trying to get better at everything. And I yet been able to fill it out yet. This is a new habit tracker. This is not one I'm familiar with, and so I'm not a fan of this habit tracker. I don't think I have the habit tracker I usually use in here. Oh, you know what? I might have it in this planner. Which is why I'm not running to this. It just doesn't, I'm just not used to it, so it feels weird. I have one in here? I know I do. This is not, no, that's daily. Well, this is daily and weekly. It's kind of like, I can't believe I don't have a habit tracker in here. I use those all the time for everything. So I guess I don't have one in here. feels weird. Alright, so I'm trying to get the hang of this, and it's smeared here, and so my eyeballs keep going there, hating it. So I gotta rewrite this. But anyways, that's what this is. But I have to work on this and do better. This is me putting a color key here because I'm thinking about trying color coding on here. So I have 6 colors, right? Pink, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, gray. Oh, 7. Okay, so this is my favorite part of this section here. These are, I don't even know what you call these. So I have some from Annie Plants and Peanuts Planner Co. and Kawaii Designs. Absolutely, this is my favorite part. It's kind of like where I plan my month. I left last year's inserts in here just to show you guys, and then I'm gonna take them out. And when I take them out, I will be storing them in my like archived inserts in here. That's what I will be doing because I keep my inserts. So you can see that I highlight, like if I went to the convention, whether it's memorial, I highlight my hours. I put little notes somewhere. If I've left town, I put that. It's all spiritual related, but I do put that because it'll show me that that's a possibility why I would have missed meeting. I ordered my new iPhone, so this is close to when I started using this phone, this insert, and I wasn't sure how I was gonna go about it, which is why I put that, and it doesn't make sense. Excuse me. So then I start really getting into it. You'll see months where I had a rough time dealing with my depression, and so there's one day that equals 2 hours, but you can really see how it's so easy to organize this, even like have fun with colors. This is like washi tape. This is one of my stickers from my shop with the yellow bow. Daily Bible. So this is where I put I give myself my goal. Daily Bible reading, 1 to 2 Bible chapters, research Sermon on the Mount, and then Matthew through 2nd Thessalonians. So what I do, I just really would like to learn the Bible's location. So what I do is I want to learn that in order. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, you know, like I want to know what comes after that. So I make sure I know that comfortably. Give myself notes or track things, and then just kind of the same thing, and then I'll update this, and if I haven't finished certain things on here, I pass it on. And that's kind of what I do on each page. I even have some like this. So I just wanted to show you guys. So I'm gonna do this. 2019. Okay, so I will do this on here with you guys. And I don't know. And this is what I would do every year. Or even this year, like the more it gets crowded, depending on the inserts, like I would just take some out and archive them. All of them will be archived here. I'll put some dividers so they can still remain like in order. Okay. So I will put that back. dividers later. And then, oh no, how did that get on there? Okay, so then I have this little page flap that I made so you can see it at the top. And I have extra. I think this is falling apart, is it? Okay, so this section here, this I like to keep track in one day and where I want to have my spiritual studies and prepare for meeting. So like this, my day. It's easy for me to see my day. So like I know my daily texts are going to be like as soon as I open my eyes. And I like to, and I know my meetings on Thursdays are going to be down here somewhere. And my meetings on Sunday are going to be upwards in the morning. Okay, so now I know like my layouts, where I have space to add. I like my personal studies to be in the evening when I'm in bed and comfortable. It's just where I'm most comfortable and ready to go. I like to study for Thursday in a 2 to 3 day space. So for Thursday, I like to do my readings. On Monday, I like to do my spiritual gems on Tuesday. And I like to do my Bible study for meeting Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I like to do any leftover, anything that I might have missed for Thursday. Any touch-ups or anything like that. I like to do for Saturday, my watchtower. And then once all that's done, I like to fit in all my personal other, like Bible readings and all the other things. So that's how I try to manage everything, if that makes any sense. And it doesn't always go that way, but that's kind of how I try to make it go. And it sounds crazy and chaotic, but it really does work for me. Let's see. So I'm on the study of Rahab. That's my Rahab study. And then next is David. So every day I just do a little study of Rahab. I'm sick these days. And today, Monday, did nothing. Yesterday, sick again. But today, I have some Rahab studying to do. So I don't have my stickers with me where I'm going to use the heart to indicate Rahab, but I am going to do a plan with me, with you guys, so don't worry about that. And I'll show you how I lay it out and go about all of that good stuff. It truly makes me motivated, especially when I see, like, okay, done with Rahab, now it's time for this. Sometimes I might pull little points of that part that I read that I don't ever want to forget. Yup, I have these little page markers that I use that I like to keep reminders or what I'm supposed to do that week so I don't forget. So like if that's my entire personal study to do, then it'll just sit here and I make sure that's what I do. Even if I can't do it that day or that day or that day, I just know I have to do it. So it's on here just to remind me. I don't care what day you do it, you better do it. So that's what that is. And I need to reprint this out. It's old. It's from December. and I have never been able to use it. That's why I have this on here. All these yellow thingies are for me to print out new ones. And I will explain to you once I get it what I use it for. And I'm so mad because I really need this. I love it. Same with this. Very frustrating that I don't have this because this is what I utilized a lot. I think once I get this, I will definitely get rid of this habit tracker. I'm just not feeling it. Because this little baby right here is all I need. It's a habit tracker, but it's just petite and not all like that other thing. And I will show you how I was using that too. Right now, this is another little habit tracker. I'm right now trying to use this in the place of this. And basically what it is putting everything that you need to do for each day in an organized layout. So instead of it being like looking confusing and overwhelming, I would just literally lay everything out. What I need to read, like what book, from what to what. Like, let's just say Psalms, book 1 and 2. Rahab, something, spiritual gems, something like that. I should have did an example so you guys can understand, and I know if I've done it, and I can just check it off right here. I don't know if it's showing the check-offs. Here, this is where I would put some notes here, question certain things that I might want to ask someone, research, extend, study, or something like that. But yeah, so I will be using these until I get this one back, because I'm kind of feeling these. But the longer I use these, you never know, I might end up liking these better. You just never know. Okay, so now this part, my daily Bible reading. So this is how I organize my daily Bible reading. I am on Proverbs. That's where I'm at with my reading. And I put Ecclesiastics here by accident. So I'm just letting it be here. But I'm actually on Proverbs, and you can see where I check off once I read it. This is my favorite way to organize what I'm reading. I'm very hands-on. I like writing down the books that I'm reading and then checking off once I read it. I don't need it to be printed off for me. I'm so okay with this concept. So basically, I've written down Proverbs in all the chapters, and of course I'm here to read it and check it. So yeah, so this is my way of doing it. I do write down notes and scriptures in the box, so if I have any questions, reminders, scriptures I want to go back and reflect on or reread, that's what I'll do. So that's what I've been doing. And then I've been slacking, like I always fall into like a depression, and then I stop, and that's kind of what I did here. But the great thing about it is you pick up where you left off, and it's not hard to find where you left off. Usually I'll kind of like rumble through 2 and 3 just to touch up, and then I'm good, go back and continue. So once I'm done with Proverbs, I think I'm gonna just go back here to Ecclesiastics, because I think it only goes to 12. And then I don't even think I'm gonna do Lamentations. I don't know. I'm gonna read about it and see if I want to. But that's how I do my Bible readings. I have a lot of these inserts, and I think I'm gonna dedicate these inserts to Bible reading for now. So this next section is where I do quick notes on Rahab. I'm gonna read Rahab and then just pull out some quick notes. Kind of using these papers. They're really cheap. They come with a really cheap planner. I'm always finding planners at these little Goodwills and cheap thrift stores, and they're just awesome for like quick notes, you know. I don't have to waste my good paper, but I also like that they had these little sections where I can just like write her name and then like the information. So I have that. And then here, this is like where my little notes are from like the public talk, like meetings. Got some real deal paper. More dividers. And then these are just some more studies, sometimes from home. Like if I get a scripture from the meeting or public talk, I'll write it right here and go home and break it down and just like meditate on that. So like maybe I got that from a brother giving his talk. I read it, but I want to break it down into these. I like to do that. So I definitely like writing. I love personal studies. I love researching. With depression, you just have to find that motivation. It's so hard, but once you do, it's the best feeling ever. So this is just where I get a lot of my fun notes. I take this to the meeting all the time. I have ADHD, so I need something to keep me from staring at the back of people's heads. So this is my personal / pocket-sized planner, spiritual planner that I take with me. If you guys want to see how I plan in it, let me know. If you guys want to see me update this planner, change it around, especially my personal size planner. Oh my goodness, that one really needs to be changed around. Let me know. If you guys want to see how I've been organizing my stickers, it's definitely different how I've been organizing that. I've made a lot of different like page markers. If you want to see that, like I've been just playing around with all of these different like having fun with stickers and changing these guys. If you want to see that, let me know. I've been having all kinds of fun. What else have I been doing? I've been drawing a lot because I'm ready to open up my shop, so I've been trying to draw some stickers. I plan on drawing my planner stickers at this point. And yeah, you guys let me know what you want to see. What planner setups you want to see, how I study. I plan on making a bigger personal study planner, just like this one. I know you guys remember this one. Yeah, I know you guys remember all this good stuff. So I do plan on updating this and making it again in a different planner. So let me know what you guys want to see. Alright. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this planner setup, this video. And I'll see you guys in my next video.